Hey everybody, I'm Jordan, developer advocate over at Superwall, and today I want to talk to you about one of the most useful features in our paywall editor you may not know about, and that is dynamic values. Now, dynamic values are basically just variables that can be updated according to your own conditions. So you can think of it as control flow, like if this is true, then make the text say that. Otherwise, make it say this. Sounds a little technical, but I promise it's not. Let me show you some examples. Now, if you open an existing paywall or use one of our own from the template library, you're probably going to see a dynamic value. But you can tell that one is a dynamic value or a component is using one very easily, and that's by a purple outline. So if I was to look at this text right here, you're going to see up here we have a purple cog, and that means, hey, this component is using a dynamic value. And if we click on dynamic, we can see exactly what that is. Now, here are those conditions I was talking about earlier. Here we're saying if the selected product index is 0, say our popular features. Otherwise, say advanced features. And the reason we're doing that is the first product is our basic offering, standard over here, and our advanced, more expensive one is the pro plan. So this is product 1, this is product 2. So all of that dynamic value is saying is if it's the standard product we're looking at, show the standard product copy. Otherwise, if it's pro, let's update that text and show the pro features. And that's really the heart of what dynamic values are. You can also use them for things like display. So if we're on an iPad, you're going to see that this horizontal reviews component has that purple outline. Again, that's your cue to know that this is a dynamic value. So if I were to look at that and see what it is, it's saying if this is on the iPad, let's show it. Otherwise, let's hide it. And we can even come down here to our floating toolbar, turn on the iPad, and you're seeing it. We got this reviews carousel that we use on the iPad because we have a bit more space. In addition, we also have this 2-column layout, and that is achieved the exact same way. Now, I'm going to copy this text here just to show you a really quick example. We'll duplicate that, and we'll come up here and just say what the product selection is. So I'll clear that out. I'm going to click this cog and choose dynamic. And here's how we add our rule. I'm going to say if the product selected index is 0, say we are looking at the standard product. Otherwise, I'll say add value. This is your else. I'll say we are looking at the pro product. And again, this is just for demonstration purposes. So I'll save that. And again, you're going to see that that cog has updated. It's purple. So let's see if it works. I'm choosing standard, and it of course updates. So that kind of gives you an idea of maybe how these things can be used. Now, one of our most common dynamic values is this switcher down here, has introductory offer, and we have a little shortcut for you to flip that on and off so you can test things like your free trial logic. So you can see here we're using a dynamic value for that text. If we look at it, we're going to see that if the product has an introductory offer, we say try for free. If it doesn't, we say continue, because then they're just going to be buying it. So this is an easy way to test that down there. But again, that's all driven through dynamic values. So use dynamic values to adjust your designs based on the size you have, the device you're on, or you can react to plan changes. You can even pass placement parameters and variables of all sorts of business logic that you need to use, and your dynamic values are the way that you update things on the fly in our paywall editor. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, and I've also got the documentation for dynamic values linked right below. Thanks so much.